Welcome to BizWire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. On Tuesday, South African President Jacob Zuma hosted the first meeting of the BRICS Business Council in Johannesburg. Zuma invited businesses from the five-country group to partner with Africa in their drive to develop the continent's infrastructure. Zuma says he welcomes both private and public sector investments on the continent that will help spur regional integration and cross-border trade within Africa. As one of the BRICS, China has already become a major player in building roads, railways, ports, and electric power plants. The BRICS Forum began in 2011 with the aim of encouraging commercial, political, and cultural cooperation amongst its member countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The BRICS leaders resolved to prioritize Africa's development at the summit held in Durban in March, and at the same time formed the BRICS Business Council. The China Development Bank, China's so-called super bank, which some say is the most powerful bank in the world, has invested many billions of dollars in project after project across the resource-rich continent. Popular media tends to focus on China's grab of natural resources, which Zuma estimates to be worth $2.5 trillion. For sure, oil, gas, metals, and minerals are an important part of the story, but there's much more to China's interest in the continent. China puts great attention on Africa, which it views as a vast and growing market for its exports, and also as a new low-cost manufacturing base as Chinese wages rise and population ages. Zuma said the rate of return in Africa is higher than any other region in the world. Zuma said output across the 55 countries in Africa is expected to expand by 50% by 2015, while consumer spending power would grow by 30%. Zuma noted that a key outcome of the BRICS summit in Durban had been the agreement to establish a BRICS Development Bank to help finance infrastructure development in the BRICS and other developing countries. Zuma said BRICS leaders plan to meet again on the margins of the G20 summit in Russia next month and will consider the progress report from the group's finance ministers. Zuma said he thinks the meeting will provide further impetus to the BRICS Bank. While coverage of the BRICS is often wildly optimistic, Indian economist Ruchir Sharma raised more than a few eyebrows when he predicted that the era of BRICS is over and that China is the only nation in the five-member bloc which has better prospects of breaking out of the middle-income trap. The state-run China Daily devoted an entire page to covering the launch of the Chinese version of Sharma's book, Breakout Nations in Pursuit of the Next Economic Miracles. Sharma, who heads emerging markets and global macro at Morgan Stanley, however, says it will be a difficult journey for the world's second-largest economy. While each BRICS country faces its own set of challenges, their combined growth will have enormous effects on global affairs, economic and otherwise. And whether the BRICS Business Council will have much success in coordinating policy amongst the five countries remains to be seen, though individually they will still be powerful in their own right. You're watching BizWire on the Blue Ocean Network. All of our stories can be seen on our website, BONTV/BizWire. In just a second, we'll continue with more insight into the big picture of China's economy.